talent marketplaces, and it is essentially a talk for beginners. And I mainly use Upwork. So I'm going to focus all these signs on my experience with Upwork. And the reason why I think I'm a good fit to share this with you is number one, I am top rated on Upwork. That means I am amongst the top 10% of talent on Upwork. Number two, I also have 100% job success score. That means, and I've maintained that for 2 years, or over 2 years. That means when clients work with me, they're basically guaranteed to get what they pay for. And these are really important for you to know because perhaps what I'm going to share with you in this session will help you achieve the same. Okay, so and I think also if you have been struggling to start freelancing or you're scared, you're worried about whether you're going to find good clients or not, or maybe you've started and you keep getting really challenging clients or clients that you feel are not a good fit for you, I hope this presentation helps address that. I'm going really fast because since you couldn't hear me, I only have 15 minutes left. So I'm going to try and jam pack everything. If there's something you missed, leave me a question. I will get to it. Okay, so number one sign that can help you spot a great client is their financial capability. It's essentially two things. One, if you're on Upwork and you see that a potential client has, it's stated when they post a project that they have verified payment. That's a good sign. It means they have connected their credit card or debit card or bank account to their profile. And that should mean for you that they have means, they have a source of funds and they can fund it so that they can pay you. The other thing is how much they have already paid other freelancers on the platform. On Upwork, it shows how much money a client has spent on Upwork. It could be $500, it can be $1 million, it could be $100,000. They're all those. It varies. So those are good indications. Okay. The second sign for you to spot a great client or great clients on Upwork for your writing. And by the way, these things don't just apply to people who are writers or whatever you'd freelance in. Okay, these signs can help you. So the second one is the reviews. Reviews. What you want is a client who has an overwhelming number of positive reviews or a largely positive reviews. Negative reviews are going to happen for everyone, whether you are the freelancer or whether you are the client. That happens. It's normal. This is the world. This is life. Okay. And so don't worry about that. But the issue is when it is overwhelmingly negative. Okay. So how do you gauge that? You go to that potential. You've seen the proposal that the project brief that the client has put on Upwork. You go to their profile. You start to read the reviews. You start to read what freelancers left them. You also start to read what they left for freelancers. And both of these are really important for you to pay attention to. Okay. If you notice that a client, and then also there are those clients that often don't leave reviews. And if you're brand new to a platform, you really do want to find clients that are going to leave you reviews for the work you've completed for them, because you needed to build up your job success score. You needed to become a top rated freelancer or top rated plus. So you don't want to fight against swim against the current by going after clients who never leave reviews. That's going to be tough for you. Okay. And you also want to kind of, you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're working with a client who often leaves poor reviews and you're just setting yourself up. And one of these things that I've noticed is there are some clients who will never leave 5 stars, even though they've specified that, like, the written words that they've left for that freelancer is, oh, this was an amazing person to work with. I highly recommend, awesome person. But yet they left 4 point something. And you're wondering, but you said this was an amazing person. So look for the clients that can give you the best experience, in terms of reviews, both ways, what they leave freelancers and what freelancers left them in terms of reviews. Okay. And also, even if you see a negative review, don't let that put you off entirely. Those things do happen, but exercise wisdom, okay, when you think about it, and ask them. There's a relationship coach who talks about how when you see a red flag doesn't mean you have to run immediately. It means you have to address it. And if the thing that you have addressed isn't taken care of by the party you've addressed, then you know that that's not a good fit, and you can exit away from the potential opportunity. Next sign that can help you spot a great client, number 3, is acceptable historical rates. And when I say acceptable, I mean acceptable to you. If you go to the client's profile and you notice that they often always only pay $5 for whatever. Maybe it's an article of 2,000 words, and they paid, the average freelancer that they worked with $5. Then you have to ask yourself, is this rate acceptable for me? If it is not accepted, that may not be a good fit for you. What I love to do is I love to look for clients who share, like, honestly, all of this that I'm sharing with you can be summed down to clients who share your values. My values are empathy, honesty, and fairness, my top ones. So if I go and I see that a client hires a person to write a 50,000 word book and pays, say, $100 for that amount of work, I can't work with that person because it doesn't sound fair to me for the amount of work that that person is doing. So you have to think for yourself, what rates are acceptable for you. Compare what other freelancers that have worked with that client, earned from those comparable projects, and then gauge for yourself if that's something you want to do. If it's not, then that's not a good fit for you. Number 5, and this sign that could also help you spot a great client is how well they follow through, even before you sign any contract. How they follow through, because the behaviors that you spot before you sign anything are behaviors that you're going to experience throughout, or rather that you should expect. Sometimes things happen, but that you should expect to experience. So what do I mean by follow through? If a client says, okay, tomorrow I'm going to contact you at 10 a.m. and we're going to have a meeting, and 10 a.m. happens and they're nowhere to be found, and then maybe they reappear two days later, or a week later, or 3 weeks later, and they don't even address that thing. Oh, we were supposed to meet in such and such, something came up, I'm sorry, da da da. But instead they just they soldier on with whatever it is they want, but they didn't address it. Understand that you should expect that to continue, and you have to ask yourself, is this what works for me? And if it isn't, then that's not a good fit for you. For me, I love clients who are responsive, who follow through when they can. And sometimes, people forget or they get caught up with other things. That's okay. But the issue is, what is the norm? What is the default setting? Okay. All right. The next sign that can help you spot a great client is, again, I think I'm just repeating myself in terms of values. I guess these are my values, like I said, but I think they could be useful for you too as well. Is this client fair? Are they honest? Are they considerate? I once saw a review on Upwork, not one of my clients. I have great clients, guys, but someone left. Some freelancer was complaining on a client's. The review they left was like, "Oh, this particular client didn't get back to me in a timely manner. Like they took, I don't know, 6 months or whatever to get back to me, and then they wanted me to do the work, and he hadn't been paying when I was. He didn't respond to my messages when I was sending them all that time, and then the client's feedback for that freelancer was, I was away from the platform for a while, and when I got back to the platform, the freelancer was uncooperative, etc." And I'm reading this and I could see both sides, I could get it, but it just seems really sad that it didn't seem like there was fairness or empathy. Like, it would have been better if that client had informed the freelancer that, okay, I will be unavailable for a certain period of time, can we touch base after that? If not, let's figure something out. I think that would have been fair and empathetic. But leaving that freelancer such a scathing review was unfortunate, I think. Okay, so I question all my points. I'm going to accept everybody as moderators. If anyone has something they want to share, feel free to share. Whatever, guys. I'm just clicking the thing for moderators, so you can share whatever you want to share. Okay, so those are my points. I have an article on Medium that goes into detail on each of these points. So feel free to check that out. Okay. So if anybody does have something they want to share, I only have 6 minutes left in this session. Don't feel shy, guys. And also, if you have questions, feel free to write a question. It can be anonymous. Okay. All right. So it seems like no one has any, seems like no one wants to moderate, guys. You guys don't want to chip in? No? Okay. Anyway, so these are the suggestions I would offer you guys. Check out my article if you want more details on that. As I said, I am top rated on Upwork, maintained it for several years. Right now, my goal is to be top rated plus, which is the next level, and that means being amongst the top 3% on Upwork. I will start coaching people. So if you click on the call to action, there's a form. If you want me to coach you, we can have a free 30-minute discovery call where we can talk about your needs and all that. Tom, hi.
Oh, hi, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. I couldn't hear
Thank
you
you
for a while there.
Thank you for joining me here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah,
So Upward,
what's on
what's
your
Upward
mind?
all about? Upward, you've been talking about Upward. I never have heard of Upward.
Ah, do you write for clients?
No, I haven't been writing for clients. I've been a writer for many years, though.
Ah, what do you write on? What genre? What topics?
Well, mainly, I'm an expert on the Underground Railroad. I've written 8 books about it. And I've been
Wow,
writing, my first book on the Underground Railroad came out in 2003. So I've been doing it for quite a while.
that sounds great. So, are you interested in writing for clients, or what's your focus? Are you just
Yeah,
passionate about writing?
I've never really, I've written for, publications, different, I've had, gigs, let's say, or I've been a contributor, but I've never had any individual clients, maybe friends I've done editing for, but that's about it.
Is that something you want to explore, or?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I wanted to view your, your presentation.
Oh, great. Okay, do you have a specific question? Like I said, there's a
How do I
fun.
get started? Looking for
You want to get
clients.
started?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay, so if you click on the call to action button, it'll take you to a Google form that I set up, and then you can choose whatever works for you, and then we can have a free 30-minute session on Zoom where I discuss with you one-on-one, what your options are, and if you'd like me to coach you, we could figure something out. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm also thinking of setting up a group thing and a crash course, free crash course thing as well. But just check out the form if you want. I'm happy to talk to you for free for 30 minutes on a date and time that you choose and give you some advice.
Where's the call to action? I don't.
Is there a button that says connect with Mac or?
I don't see it, but.
Okay. All right. So that's unfortunate. Okay. Let me just check it again. Oh, okay. I've just put in the link.
Okay.
Just a second there. I put in the link and can you see that? I haven't bothered to put the title in, but it says.
No, I don't see it. Is it in the question? I'm in a Q&A, so that I go with the people.
Okay, let me just put it in there.
In the Q&A?
Can you see that?
Q&A.
No. Okay, I've approved my own thingy.
Oh, wait. Now, show more.
No,
that's not it.
Sorry. Okay, so anyhow, I have one last session today. I don't know if you've seen it in the thingy on the schedule. I'm going to put in that there, but you can also find me on Medium. Just leave me a note on any one of my articles, and then I'll send you the form. Then you can choose the date and time that works for you.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And am I right to say that you're from a Western country?
Yeah, the U.S.
So you see, the reason why I've specified that is it's really in high demand. One of the challenges that I have is because I'm not from America, whatever. There's a thing. Like if you go on Upwork, there are a lot of projects that are specifically for people from Western countries. So that's an advantage for you. Can you see the thing
Oh, I see the
posted in
link
the first
now.
link?
The link came up. Yes, it just
Okay, yeah.
came up.
So you can click that and then fill it in, and we will touch base this week. Yeah, any day after Tuesday.
Oh, okay. I got the link. I got it up. I put it on, I got two computers there, so I got a separate one so I can fill out the form
Okay.
while I'm looking at you.
Okay. What genres do you think you'd be interested in writing in?
Oh, gee, I don't know what clients would want. I mean, I've done so many different types of writing over the years. I mean, I was a news reporter. I was a technical writer. I did newsletters. I've done a little bit Medium, but not too much. I haven't done regular writing on Medium. I've got articles on Medium though. But you know,
Wow.
I've done so many different things. I mean, my background is actually fiction writing, so I've done. I can't say I've done it all, but I've done a lot. Put it that way.
Well, that sounds like a good package to offer a client.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, an English teacher, so a writing teacher.
Ah,
So.
okay. I've also got a degree in education as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
Thank you
getting
so
old.
much.
I'm pretty old. That's the thing. I'm getting all up there. That's the thing.
Doesn't that count for experience?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's those are all advantages for you, and I look forward to sharing with you the possibilities when we talk.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And for
Yeah.
anyone else who found this interesting or would like me to coach them or just want to chat for 30 minutes about these things, feel free to click on the form thingy and then fill in the date and time that works for you. I'll be doing these one-to-ones on Zoom. So as long as you can access Zoom, we can touch base. Make sure you pick a date and a time after Tuesday. Okay. Tom, is there anything else you want to say before we.
No, and maybe someone else would like to speak to you.
Okay. Okay. Thanks a lot, Tom. Really appreciate you stepping up. Yay,
Oh,
you.
you're
Oh,
welcome.
yeah. Okay, guys. Anyway, it's now 1 minute past 5, and I only had 30 minutes with you. I'm so sorry about the technical stuff. I thought you guys could hear me the whole time. Anyhow, I have one last session later on. If you check the schedule out, it's titled Global Voices, the other type of diversity the world also needs. And that's just about our different voices. It's not about race or whatever. It's about our different voices wherever we are as writers. I would really be happy to see any of you there. And it's going to be really interactive. It won't be just me. I'll spend like 2 minutes introducing the thing and then like a minute closing it down. And in between, what we want to do is number one, share our gratitude of what we've found on Medium that has helped us. I have a bunch of things I've like articles I read that have helped me in different ways, financially, medically, whatever, becoming a better writer and all that. So maybe you stumbled across something on Medium that helped you, that added value for you, maybe helped you solve a bug in your code, whatever it is. Come through to that session, Global Voices, the other type of diversity the world also needs, and spend a moment, a second, just sharing what you're grateful for, or about what you've written on Medium that you want to share. That will be our time, guys. Okay. Thanks everyone for showing up. Bye, Tom, and bye, everyone.
Bye.